sorry, I was not really listening because I was checking because I understood that in the end it was a question, and I'm like, I should communicate.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say something else. What can I say? Afterward, I'm going to see friends because I haven't seen them for the weekend yet.
And can you laugh the way you're laughing? The way it was a little bit psychopathic because it was not honest. Oh, this one.
We don't give this one. I'm dying. But yes, yeah, it sounds very psychopathic in some ways. Yes, indeed.
It's just the way you really did a good laugh.
And then I was like, I was like, it sounds creepy.
But being absolutely dead inside.
Well, I don't know. It's new.
That's a professionalism. That's like, okay, now cry. And you're like,
No, and I tried to laugh, but
this is amazing.
well.
Okay.
Okay, and you see yourself in camera, like, are you in the?
Yeah, I think I'm okay. I'm always.
You want me to go and check?
I will, in case I will not be pretty.
No.
I will just do one shot and I will froze myself in one shot. You know, like you moving and I'm not, and I'm always just like.
I love it. Alright, can I say something?
Yeah,
tell me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Do you want me to go to check?
It's this friend, you know, who did a good hair today, and he's like, I'm listening to you.
You know, when
I'm so sorry your grandma died.
When I'm working, you know, sometimes, and like on the video call with people, and I'm so into my video, and I don't hear what people say. And I'm like, Mohamed, what? I'm sorry. I was so into that face.
Welcome to my show. I it's my first podcast in my life.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think of course we all watch. You watch podcasts?
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes. I think from what I saw and what I heard, I love when they don't have specific weird official introduction.
I got it.
It's just like we just talk, and we are allowed to speak because we both here to speak about performers experience.
Yes.
And the only thing, because I don't want to go into this kind of official
I know
tone
what
and
you
stuff.
mean,
Like, who gives a shit? Like, you watch me on YouTube, calm down.
Yes.
Like,
You don't even pay for YouTube.
Yeah. you probably sometimes sentence and then you watch commercial about some bag or whatever. Like, come on, like let's calm down, everybody, okay? Like we're not on TV. Okay? So it doesn't have to be official. It doesn't have to be anything. It's like the people who watching is the same idiots as us. So
Yeah,
with
so
all
good.
the love, but like, come on.
It's fine.
So,
Eat your
yeah,
pasta and listen.
Yeah, it's all. It's. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think it's all like it's we all sharing like.
Yes.
This point of the podcast is exactly to bring all the like it was so scary, you know,
Yes.
this stuff instead of like so let's talk about performance like.
Yeah. No.
yeah.
But I got it, and it's also raw in some ways because it is a topic about being raw and vulnerable, and so we don't need all these marketing things around.
As a part of like because of clothes and any makeup, any stuff, our hair and everything, it's quite an important part for our daily life. Exactly. Like sometimes you can be like more even confident in yourself if you go in a new environment, but you know you look good. It's giving you some like protection,
Yes.
emotional protection.
Yeah.
Like at least whatever is madness gonna be, at least I
Yeah.
look great. I think in my experience, it's also a big part on stage for me.
Yes.
The way I'm gonna look, it's also my storytelling, but also protection. You feel like that?
Yes. It's usually the first thing I think about when I know that I have to be on stage or have the opportunity to go on stage is to think, okay, what I'm going to wear. And it's probably not gonna say the most stressful, but one of the most stressful thing because I I want to have to wear something that feels like not an armor or something like you wear something like a shield or I don't know.
Like not to hide, but
Yes,
to express.
but to express something and to give a look, like to give something that sells the show. So that's something that I didn't have a lot of opportunity to go on stage, but every time I go on stage, I usually try to find a good piece of garment that makes me feel good and that will be new also for me to introduce to myself and to be like, okay, you're giving something you building a silhouette that matches what you want to do. Mm.
And do you feel like sometimes you, because I think it's a big thing. A lot of people wearing some the way they choose costume for the stage. It's like what I should wear. This kind of sentence, like should wear, or what people expect. Like in this should, it's all of that. Like what it's supposed to wear in this circumstances. Sounds like you're given power of your existence and your expression to someone else, that imaginary, because like who is those who supposed to, for whom, like who is deciding that's supposed to, you know. And I think it's a quite a big thing for a lot of people, that they don't understand that the power is in your hands. You the one who you choose how it's supposed to. You build in, like on stage, it's you build in the world, and there is like only you the one who see how it's supposed to
Uh-huh.
be. And so, like, did you ever felt that, or you always felt like you knew always that it's on me? It just I know I am the only one who know what to wear.
Usually, it depends on the occasion, but I'd rather keep this power to myself. I feel like it's a way to get empowered on the stage and also to get into the character. So to do so is mainly for me to build to wear the costumes that will empower me or make me feel even uh, more me, I would say.
Okay.
So to be able to have that and to keep it for myself, like to decide it myself, I would never let anyone decide for me, even if I don't know. I will try to keep in the that would be the spirit or the environment of the show if if I'm part of a big show. I'll try to match the general
Like
environment.
if the context is bigger than just
Yeah,
your world, yeah, I understand. I
I'll do
understand.
that. But if not, I'll just go myself full.
Okay. And it's what it feels for you, like is there a big difference between daily you and stage you? Do you feel like it's different?
It's I would say an empowered version of myself on stage. The everyday me can go on stage and have fun, and I think I would love to, but I will not feel like it's giving 100% of the stage person that I am, because costume and looks are part of it, and it's also telling a story about who you are, about what you're doing. Now, what is fun is that, as you know, I'm working on new music, and I'm also already thinking of what would be the artistic direction in terms of looks. And
I remember your idea about the gloves and
yes,
like
yes, yes, yes.
flying parts from the gloves. Yeah,
Yes,
it's so
yes, yes.
beautiful.
And I have this in mind. I have some other ideas of what I would like to have in terms of silhouette for this, and to be able to give this side of the music, because it's a side of the music, and somehow it helps tell the story, and I really love it.
Okay, okay.
I really feel like it's a part of the process.
And because I remember the main performance, I would
Mm.
love to bring
Mm-hmm.
today and a little bit like go in it and
Mm.
try to open and stuff. It's the one you basically thank you again. You
Oh,
opened
thank
my show
you.
in La Belle Bloise
Thank you for the
for
opportunity.
Vendredix. It was really incredible. And for this show, for this performance, you wear
A kilt, sir? A
kilt.
kilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask like how you came to this specific like choice? What it did for you? Like what it made you feel?
Well, first, thank you, because it was a huge opportunity for me and I loved it. Also, the kilt is, you said something earlier, you said like things that are not from everyday life. And a kilt is clearly not, well, we're not Scottish, but in France, obviously, it's not a thing that you wear on everyday life, but it's something that is powerful, because it's a silhouette that you can see directly. That's something that you don't see in everyday life. It tells directly that you're on stage, or it's a stage look.
Okay.
So that's why I want it for the kilt. Also, it's a way to be more free because it's a skirt and it's quite
Okay,
wide,
okay, okay.
so you
It's
can
a
move.
physical freedom for you
Yeah,
too. Okay,
also,
okay.
and it gives movement to when you move.
So
So
dynamics, freedom,
yes,
yeah,
because when you're a
silhouette.
man, when
Okay.
you wear like you don't have a lot of male
Choices. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
performers who takes the seriously the looks. If you look at
Okay.
some big pop stars, when you look at what women are wearing and what men are wearing, like
Okay. You feel like they downplaying, like
yeah,
they not really going
yes,
more
and
fun.
also maybe because part of the closet of male clothes uh, does not give a lot of freedom in terms of fluidity, in terms of volumes, in terms of so it's better. So I wanted to explore this more,
Okay.
and the kilt was always been a part for me where it shows something that gives freedom and movement.
Okay, okay. And can I ask, like, you from some famous male performers, past, present, like anyone? Did you saw anyone, or at least even one costume or something that you felt like, oh, this person like really doing something interesting, and I would love to do that, or if no, it's
No,
also
I don't
okay.
have someone in mind that comes, but I usually have women kind of looks.
Can I ask if there are some references?
There is a lot of references. Some you can have people like when I went to see on tour, someone like uh, she's a Swedish singer. Her name is Loreen,
Okay.
and she won Eurovisions in kind of this kind of vibe, and she has that big nails, big nails on her hand, like
Isn't she like dark hair,
yes.
wearing a lot of like metals?
Mm,
I think I saw her on Instagram. Yeah, okay,
mm.
okay. I think I know what you're
and
talking about.
and the silhouette she was giving while opening the show with these long nails and a lot of floating things around her
Okay.
and all these things, it gives a silhouette and an energy, an aura to what you're doing that already do the music before you. Like I don't know,
Okay. It's brilliant. Yeah, yeah, and it's like the atmosphere is
uh-huh.
you inside of the world before even.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
yes, and there is I don't have in mind some male singers, performers who does that. It's
Who
mainly
using
on
like outfit as a story part of the
yeah,
world. Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
agree. Yeah.
and
Okay.
so I wanted to take that for me also, and in the male vestiaire clothing things, well, I'll say classic clothing things, you don't have much of that. Usually male came on stage with a suit or with like the craziest they would do is like big shoulders suits, and that's it. Like, or if you
Yeah.
go for someone like Ed Sheeran who would come on stage with jeans
Yeah.
and
The boy is wild.
yeah, a jean and maybe his pajamas t-shirt, so you're like,
Yeah. Okay.
okay, give us nothing.
I think the only people really had a little bit more fun. It's basically gay performers like
Yeah,
Elton John in the
yeah, yeah,
old school,
yeah.
like yeah,
Was wearing
some more
crazy
like the
things. Yeah.
queer artists. They go into like some fun sparkling stuff and they
Yes.
having fun. But yeah, I get it.
Mm. And
Okay.
also because
Freddie had a lot of fun.
yes, yes,
Freddie
yes,
had
yes, yes,
a lot of fun. Yeah.
yes. And when you explore this type of artistry in terms of looks that you can see mainly on women, and also sometimes on drag queens, because I grew up watching and going to a lot of drag shows, that they're selling you the things just by
Yeah.
looking.
If I'll be honest, very often in my head I was like, people who trying to learn performing, they should do drag at least at home.
Yeah.
In even I would say not only for outfit. I sometimes be like, even don't put the outfit. For me, the
Yeah.
core of what is interesting for me in drag is that they managed to with not singing, like you lip syncing. So basically, okay, so it's quite a big thing for me. I'm
Yes.
getting excited to explain because I had that in my head, but I never told that to anyone, because I don't have friends. Uh, if you want to be my friend, there's gonna be like light music, and then call on 555-637, and we can hang out. Just like, Anyway, and so okay, in my head it was always like a thing. So there is a world of I'm a singer and I want to be performer because it's a thing for
Yes.
not much singers care
Especially in
about. Yeah,
France.
yeah. So that's why I'm saying only about singers who want to be also great performer because not always these legs go together.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
normal.
yeah,
It's normal. So I sing, but I also want to perform like these people, and we have drag shows. So on this side, what is funny is that the problem. The problem is itself the thing like when you sing sometimes people so much into their head about how I sing that they forgot that there is a storytelling you need to perform. Like for example, the only like your job, you go on stage and you're like I'm singing and that's the only thing you're
Yes.
doing. But the fun part about performing is that singing is just one of the things you have to do. It's not the main one even. It's funny, but it's not.
It's not the main one.
It's funny that yeah, but it's not the main one. It's like that you're supposed to already know, but like you're not coming to us with your final singing part. Don't make us look at you doing. It's like
Doing what you should do in your room.
yeah,
Like,
it's more no. It's more about like that it's difficult. Like it's this kind of singing when you go on stage and you really make singing looks difficult. It's this.
I know what
So
you
I'm
mean.
like the performance like it's not a competition sport competition. We don't care how difficult it is to sing. You came here to show us how you're great in your technique, and so you're like nah, nah, something like and it's like it's you look intense, you look difficult, and you're like wow, she's a good singer or
Yeah.
he's a good singer, but is it the whole point of your performance? If yes, yeah, you did it. Bravo.
Yeah.
We get it. You're a great singer. We felt it. But if there was a story behind that song, you failed because the only thing we saw is you singer. So this is the funny part that you need to drop that shit. Like we get it, you sing it, but that's not the main reason you came on stage to perform. What
Yeah.
you're performing is not like, look at me, I'm a good singer. The story is what you perform. And here we're coming back to the drag side, which interesting because they don't sing.
No.
So I love it this part so much. You basically turn off that moment so you cannot brag on how good you sing because you don't. And so the only thing you have to perform is the story. So now
Yeah.
that's the only card you have.
Yeah.
So now you go on stage and you need to because that's the only thing you're doing. Is you go on stage, music starts, and you're like,
You live it, like you're into it, like yes.
and you like all these eyes acting like face, like that's why outfits start to work because
Yeah.
you feel like only face expressions fun till the maybe first chorus. What's then? And you're like, oh, maybe I can reveal some outfit, or maybe take off my wig, or you start to bring more and more because you understand that first minute and a half it's interesting just with your face, but then you need to serve more. Like, come on,
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
my attention. And this is the part that singers don't understand that only because you also singing, indeed, it's difficult. It takes a
Yes.
lot of work.
Yes,
Of
yes, yes,
course,
yes, yes.
it's the whole thing.
Yes.
But if you also want to perform, then you also need to do the performance as well. And so what I love to do is sometimes to like turn off the sound and see what I have, but the singing part, what I also serve, how I tell the story. If there is my face working, if my gestures working, can I bring the importance to the lyrics by somehow or tell story? That's why I'm like, if you have struggles to perform, just play the song, stop singing, film yourself, and do stuff. And watch if that was interesting for you at least. Like what you did. Did you were just standing? So it means that if you're just not singing, the only thing you do is
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult for singers to understand that the things you feel inside while you sing and while you do all these techniques, because it takes a lot of work and energy to put all those pipes all together to work. You know what I mean? Like to have these things ongoing, like and like.
guys, and they're like, okay, small people working on everything.
Yes, and I maybe unconsciously, maybe singers think that people see this,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Yeah.
And we don't. So for us, it's just like someone here standing and doing the right notes, doing the right things. But it's like okay, but and especially in a time where attention is so difficult
Yeah.
to catch.
Yeah.
Like you cannot do that. Like even Celine Dion does not do that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. Yeah. If I'll be honest, there's also one layer to it. Is that it depends also where is your focus, because
yeah,
if you the one who only thinking about vocals, that's only thing you're gonna serve.
yeah,
But if you worked enough that you can let it go right now and don't think about the
yes,
vocals, and you yourself inside of the story, if that's what important for you now, you can do that. But it's like, yeah, you have to be the first one whose intention is in a good place.
uh huh,
Like that's I think the main stuff. But can I ask, like, for example, this performance you had in Venderdix, like when you were on stage, did you felt like it was, because it's normal when sometimes it's a fight back and forth, like
uh
sometimes
huh.
you're like back into the technical part because there's a specific moment you're like, I need to focus and do this stuff, or you were sometimes jumping into character, like what was the journey for you?
On that, well, it was a difficult song. Let's say that it was.
Emotions by Mariah Carey.
It's a difficult song. Or like I twisted it my way just to make it sound less Olympics kind of
Yeah.
Olympic Games kind of singing, and also to make it more grounded.
And you, more you, just because for me, what you, the beautiful part you did is you didn't try to sing like Mariah.
Yeah,
You were like, I'm me, and I'll sing how I sing the song. And
yeah, and yes, and only Mariah can sing Mariah. So I was like, okay, let's do it my way, and let's try to live the story the way I want to live it, and to tell the story the way I want to tell it, with this little, because the lyrics are a bit candid, a bit also first love kind of energy, and also very exciting,
naive,
yeah,
yeah,
naive, and
yeah.
all this excitement going with those full high notes, but well, obviously not me, and I try to make it look my way, and to it's difficult when you have that technical kind of songs that goes all over the place, even if I try to make it sound it more me, and
Mm-hmm.
also, but I wanted to also keep the funny part of the technical
Okay,
challenge
okay.
also. um
Not
the
to oversimplify it, like,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
not to oversimplify it, but just to keep make it accessible, but also keep this height that she has in the song. Not as much, but to keep the dynamics of the song,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes a lot of work before, to when you getting to this part of the song when it gets technical and challenging technical, to keep staying in the character
Mm-hmm.
and let it go of it, and like don't focus on that. There is probably one moment of the song where I went a bit out of character because I was trying to make sure that everything was in place to hit
Mm-hmm.
the note I wanted to hit. But then once was this was when
Mm-hmm.
this one was done, I was like, okay, now it's just fun. Now
Yeah.
let's go back to the fun part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be very tricky sometimes when you go on these difficult songs.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I afterward, as a feedback to myself,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's good to challenge yourself technically, etc. Let's next time have fun on songs where you 200% confident in the way you do it, so you can completely sell the story,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure you keep people, you focus on keeping people attention during the whole song.
Yeah.
Voilà.
And you also, like, it's, for me it's amazing that you managed to stay the majority of
Mhm.
time into the story, because I think this is the, at least like so far I did several master classes like
Uh-huh.
this whole year, and I noticed that so far this is always the first and biggest part I always find that disconnected for people, because they want to tell the story, but they don't know that they also have to connect it with it and understand it themselves and find a way to, like, long story short, I'm like, you the first one who need to feel the story.
Yes.
Voila.
Yes.
Can
You.
go home.
Yes.
Like, it's the biggest, like, overall thing.
Yes, you
Um,
have to see the story, to go with the beginning of the story, first I would say
Like, what is
first
the trouble? Yeah.
yes, what is the travel to the end of the story, which is the end of the song. So you go from moments to moments, just like a movie,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
singing a song
Yeah.
is just like performing a movie,
Short movie. Yeah.
a short movie where you do like, okay, this is the first story, and then there is this happening, and then here is the ending. So doing this journey is something that is important if you want to keep into character. Something that was fun also to make sure that you're into character, for me at least, is that I had a change that the version I took from Emotions Mariah Carey started with a very dramatic intro. And the very dramatic intro,
Dun, 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 dun. Gospel one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And when you do that, you have to be in character. If you're not into it, you cannot.
It's awkward. Yeah. You're
Yes,
like.
it's awkward, and you can't start the song. So
Yeah.
it obliges you from the very first second to get into it and feel the fact that okay, it's starting, and you're now the curtains is open, and you have to play to play.
Can I put this because there is? I think I would love to put this in some several tools you can use to get into character. Is one of them. It's exactly listen the music and let music make you feel. It's exactly what you're
Yes.
describing. You're like, oh, so music gave me energy, and I'm like, phew. I allowed it myself to drown into this kind of energy of like drama, dun, dun, dun. And I remember you at the rehearsals, you were always doing like that, and you're standing like this, and you're
Yes.
already into this monologue. You got me feeling, and
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
I can see that from the first second. You're not fucking around. You're not somewhere else. You're here, and you're already there. And so music itself, like listening, being present into what is happening right now, and allowing yourself to feel what is happening.
Yes.
This is one of the first tools.
Yes, yes.
Exactly.
And even if you have like crazy musicians that can help you get into it, and to whom you can say, give me more drama on this,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
add
yeah.
me some chords, or can you do the drums on this so I can even feel more that rush that, for example, on the beginning of the song. And then when it starts, like in my head, it was really like, okay, now you're in the part of the movie where you go telling everyone that this is the crazy love that you're gonna experience. And then when this thing is done, now you go where is the part of the movie where you going to your friends and telling them what's going on every day. So it's like the candid way, etc. And then the chorus comes, and you want to feel them like enjoying with you what's happening to you. So is this, so you're interacting with the audience like, hey, have fun with me the same way that you wanted your friend to interact with this love story you're talking about in the song. So it was it was like, as you said, a little movie that is also like very cinematic because you have all this music going on behind you, and so it pushed you. And so when you do that, it really gives you the energy to be into the song and to be into the storytelling.
And like I absolutely agree, and it's exactly that for me too. And two things I want to like kind of add into. It's also importance of knowing what turns you on like that. Like the way you describe, like, oh, also if you have chance to work with musicians who you can ask for that drama, it means that you know you want that drama. It means that you know that you this kind of sound, this kind of drama, this kind of attitude of music can give you this like, let's go. Like in I would say we quite close by energy on stage, but everyone have different their own vibe, and I absolutely always do that. Like the biggest fear for me when I started my master classes was because in my head I was like, I don't want to copy past me,
Yeah.
like because I know majority of people come in because they see me on stage and they're like, oh, how she's doing that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna teach you how to be me. I will just open what you have, and we will find out who you are. And this is the part what is important, because for me it's same. I love like give me the drama, like give me this like why I love Queen, and stuff, because they have this kind of like
Very
old
cinematic,
school, like
yeah.
opera. He was really into
Kind of
classical
camp.
music, Wagner kind of drama, like shit, like something is, the whole world is rolling right now, and you're like on top of it. So it's this for me too. Like I know the drama, the tension kind of feeling, the rock sound of a guitar, like it's what boils me and give me this. And it's comes with times of practicing writing or performing. Exactly. If someone is not writing music but they love covers,
Yes.
just learn as much as you can different genres and see which one is. We know these feelings, when you meet someone or you eat something you like or you saw some clothes you like. It's something inside us that have a sparkle and you're like,
Yes.
I want that.
Yes, 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 yes.
It's this, and you cannot fake this feeling.
Yes.
You know it, and it's exactly when you found a genre or kind of sound or kind of chord, whatever. It can be anything. It can be super small, can be super big, can be the whole genre. You felt
Yes.
like that, and once you felt that, you found that. Now you know your recipe. You start to develop your recipe. What makes me go like that on stage and be as
Yes.
more free as possible. You said about your outfit that it gives you this freedom. It's important part. Also, for me, why I always have my arms open. Like
Uh-huh.
it's a big thing. It's always on purpose. I almost never wear something that covers my arms because for me, I'm always doing stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And if there is a stuff that can
Okay.
be here, it pisses me off.
All
I
right.
feel blocked. I was earlier when I was performing, I was wearing jackets. I love jackets, but
Okay,
I
okay.
understood that now for stage, for life, yes, but not on stage because jackets, shoulder pads, it's going up. I feel weird and what the fuck is happening? Like, so yeah, it's a clothes that makes you feel certain way. Exactly as you said about kilt, like you felt free, you felt dynamic. It's important for you the dynamic, your idea with gloves, like all of that.
Yeah.
I noticed that dynamic is important for you. The drama in music, like you start to develop your recipe on like what I can I ask if there is anything else you notice in yourself that there is also could go in this idea of recipe, like what else on stage that important for you to have.
Yes, and there is also when you say the recipe and the way you connect with the music and the drama, etc. And you know that some part of the songs are connected to you in some ways. You know, when I sing some songs, I even when we go on jam or things like that, and you have like a lot of band playing with you, at some point there is part of the songs that resonate with you with very acoustic vibes. Sometimes I have that, and I try as much as I can or respectfully stop the other artist or an instrument playing on stage, just to have the one that matches that kind of acoustic energy
Okay.
I want on that.
Okay.
And
Oh, it's when there is like you want to do a break and you.
yes, and
I,
even if
I
the
love the famous your stop. Once at Banjam, you
I was
came.
like, shh.
It's the way you do it. Because now you're doing that quite often, and I love it so much because now you feel more bossy on stage and you feel more like allowed. You allowed it yourself. This is
Yeah.
amazing because
Thank you.
it's normal for a singer to be a leader because no one else knows what's in your head. It's
Yeah.
amazing if you give people information by like stop,
Yes.
go lower. It's normal. But it's just the way you did it was first time I think when it's really happened for you and when I said and I remember Ben sitting on stage. I think I have a video. It's fucking amazing. You're sitting on with the guitar and you like it's just also the funny part is that by musical rules there is in the moment you said stop was a little bit earlier than the
Okay.
moment they really can
Yeah.
stop, so it was a little bit in the middle of a phrase like
Okay.
music have musical phrase. It was like in the middle of the sentence you're just like stop and the it was incredible. It's like because it was good for performance, like it was really interesting just like musically just 2 bars and
Yes.
then the stop, but it's still okay. It's like it's perfect. It's
It's-
perfect. And just Ban's face because first his reaction was like it's fucking funny. He knew I'm in the audience. He saw me and stuff. And so because in his head it's like I'm your vocal
Yeah.
teacher and stuff, and he knew where this shit is coming. It's like and he's like you're doing this stop, and he's like first his reaction he's like doing like that like on me in the audience was like. And I'm like, I'm okay. And I fucking love this.
I did it a bit before, and also because I wanted that little second of me trying to
Yeah.
connect with this this part of
Yeah.
the song that makes me feel connected to only one instrument at that point, which was the piano.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, now I only want you because this part of the song is connected in my head to the piano, so we need to be together here. So it was
It's really this is how you learn. You go, you do stuff, you do that. Like in times you learn the small parts, but like it was fucking perfect. But
Yeah, yeah,
so
and I don't know
continue.
because it's a rush in my head, and you have all those things, and but your body is like, your head is like, no,
But it's
no, no.
stressful moment. People like I
Yes,
understand. It's
but
yeah.
also my body
Spotlight.
was rushing. Was like, no, we need that moment with the piano, and I was like, okay, we need it
Right
do
now.
it.
Stop.
And I
Genius.
really wanted it, and I loved it. But it was fun to do, respectfully to anyone. But it's just that I'm a bit like strict sometimes, strict on this sometimes. But yes, it was fun to do, and also when we did "All I Want for Christmas Is You," a part of the song. To me, is only the piano when she talks about being alone at Christmas, etc. And I was like, oh, this moment needs to be something.
Yeah.
Yes, and there was like so much people on the stage, like they were
It was
like,
like 11 people.
and I was like, what?
Half of Paris was there.
Yes, and I was like, shh, shut. And it's not bad for people. It's just like in my head, I don't know why people don't understand that this part is they don't hear what I have in my head. So I have to learn how to
Yeah,
more
how to present. Yeah.
yes, and to communicate more clearly and and commonly.
Just next time, come with the sign, and some point you just like put the sign. You're like, stop everyone.
Stuff.
You're
I
like,
was like, just to make them understand earlier that this part is gonna be only the piano, but they were so into the energy of the song. They
yeah.
were like all around, and playing on. I was like, no.
It's the thing. It's another self topic on communication with the band because it's yeah indeed you want to be on a good moment on a good time because jams is different from your own
Yes,
shows
yes, yes,
because
yes,
you
yes.
rehearsed you could communicate that
Yes,
in
yes,
rehearsal
yes,
and
before.
normal like stuff and even check the idea maybe change idea and stuff
Yeah.
of course but when it's a jam it's a jungle you just like basically but at the same time yeah you want to be still respectful you want to be like heard
Yes,
you
because
want to be like yeah but it's there's a lot of tricks and it's all come with practice I would say that's why I'm like go and do all of that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
will
yeah.
see you will find your way because me understood that it depends really on jams because some of the jams quite respectful and you feel like they listen to you and I can even just look at someone and did even like that just like this it's very gentle small gesture and they get it sometimes you feel like it's less easy and they either don't look at you so you
Yeah.
really have to say like and now we go into let's bring it down let's bring it and you're still trying to implement that rhythmically in the song so you kind of like sing it this
Okay.
verse but you're saying we're going down or something like that or sometimes I had situations more rough and almost violent I had to kill them and allegedly and what I've done is like sometimes it was also by shushing but I did more like I took time. I did like
Yeah.
so everyone understood, and I give them. It sounds still gentle. Still, you're quite like shh everyone, but you. It's the way you do. It's kind of like soft, feminine, kind of like
I should try to
stuff
learn
like
that.
that. Yeah, there's sometimes it really was like. Almost fighting with the musician a little bit because you they can be a little bit into their moment the
Yes.
drummers especially because you're a little bit sometimes isolated and you loud and stuff so I have actually one very funny story because you know me I'm violent on stuff like I'm not nice and like to degree but like yeah sometimes it's like I really have to like and now we're going down or like I'm sure like what the heck or like I really need to be I feel like there is big disconnection this person really not with me right now so I really need to bring their attention to explain that it's gonna drop right now or like really say that several times because they can ignore you for a second time it's a thing it can happen it's no one is bad or whatever it's just like
Yes.
that it can be but once I really had funny situation I think I have it on the video we went to jam and it was just well it's again no one is bad or whatever just like that I was singing some part and I as a singer like you go you know you go on stage you perform and you like have maybe verse chorus and sometimes I'm already here giving people to play solos like it's quite like you performed like half a minute like minute and 1 minute maybe so in terms of idea because usually song at jam can go even for 8 minutes it's quite long and so imagine if one of them was yours just 1 minute and this whole time you're on stage so of course you kind of have to by etiquette of jams they have to give you space to come back and sing a little bit more like because I was nice and I sing so little and I already give you space so it's like about common
Yes.
respect and blah blah and so I did that They went for solos, quite long ones, and they had time. Everything's okay. Like I'm happy.
All right.
I'm
Yeah, good for
listening.
them.
All good, all good. And then the drummer, the way he did, he finished the song, like he stopped. But I'm a cunt.
I hope so.
I'm a cunt. So what I did is like I on microphone I literally like oh and we coming back because and I don't remember how in specific words I did that, but I started to make fun of him and I was like and this is how men do it. Like he finished before I did. Like and I started to make sexual jokes on the fact that yeah and he was like fuck
It's fair,
and
it's
the
fair.
crowd started to die from laughing and I was like yeah doing the basically stand-up comedian part, like the beat
Good.
from it. Yeah, and I would start to joke like, and this is how they do that, and then you
Uh,
need to
finish
yeah,
yourself.
finish by myself as I always do. Like, or something, I start to do that stuff. So it's still entertaining. It's put the musician in his
Yeah.
place and recognize his mistake because, like, come on, guy, think about me. Come on.
Yes.
And also, it's a little bit a lesson for me, and if I can share, is the idea no one else gonna care about you. It's almost normal.
Yeah.
We all again that's why I keep saying no one is bad or good or whatever. It's just we all live in our head whatever. Someone, it's not necessarily he's a jerk or whatever, maybe I don't know him, but the point is that it's not important at all. It's important, one thing is we the only one who
Yeah.
care about us, who have to remember about us, who have to go and take the space. That's why when you did this stop I was like yes, even if it's have to be shaped and then it doesn't matter, you
Yes.
will learn in time. You're gonna do it. Everything is okay. But what the most important you did, you had the feeling. It's a chain of things amazingly
Yes.
done. You had a feeling like you were so present in the moment of jam, which is a mass and jungle. You were so present that you in your head you had this artistic feeling of like, and now I need some silence. Okay, I need some like let's bring it was so
Yes.
high energy. Let's make the fact that you felt importance of building dynamic. It's very rare because I have to sometimes explain to singers that there is dynamics and you need to know how to play with that to tell a story to expand your performance to a certain degree to make people feel. And so the fact that you had this in yourself and you felt like it was growing, it was high energy, and then you like we need to go down here so I can build something to the last part. And you had that, the fact that you heard that, you acknowledged that feeling, you trusted yourself that this is a good idea enough to make it possible, and then you became your own like executor of this idea and you're like I'll take care of it. Stop. Like it takes so much amazing decisions and being aware of your feeling and respecting your feeling, respecting your idea, believing this idea, and allowing yourself to create and take space, even if it sounds terrifying to stop 8 people playing that you don't know in front of 50 people you don't know in a spotlight without really knowing what you're gonna do with that, and it's all improvisation. It's a lot of courage.
Yes, but when you thank you first, but when you're into it, like I was just in the rush on the idea and I was feeling it as you said, I was into it and the music was so goodly done and amazing like energy was on stage that I was like, let's bring something else to this and before going back to that crazy energy. So yeah, it was really interesting. And you said also that sometimes musicians are in their head. And also what I felt on that moment is that some musicians were here that you felt like
Okay.
you can communicate,
Okay.
and some other were really into their things. And like
Eating sandwich on stage or
and
like
they're like into their things, and you're like, okay, maybe I will not be able to catch the attention of all these people at the same
okay.
time.
That's why
So
you felt you
let's
need
be
to go
wild.
big. Yeah. Stop everyone. I fucking love
But
it. I
it's
knew the star is growing. Like that moment I was like, he's just I will sit down here and I will brag one day that I was even in the
no,
room with you. Like
no,
really,
but
it's
no. I mean, it's just that it has to be something. It's thanks to you first because you learned me so much and you allowed me to feel like what I feel is valid and has an artistic value to it. So this helped me also gain. I have the right also to do that and say that to musicians or to do that on stage and to bring that artistic vision. and not feel that it's not worthy or not good enough or whatever. So thank you first for that, and you learn that on different while we work together or on during the masterclass, and also watching others doing, because watching others doing it's very good also in terms of understanding what are the dynamics that they have in their head and how you have, because then before they explain what they're doing and then you see it, so you understand what is the different, what can be the difference between what you have in your head and what is really what's you're giving. And sometimes it's not that such a straightforward vision, and it takes work, and it takes feedbacks
Yeah.
to understand what you are, if what you had in your head and what you think you're doing is really what you do, and is really what you do, what you're giving, and that is really
What is the outcome if it's matching with what you want to do?
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And that is a really rare place where you can do that with other artists and be there and say, I wanted to do that, I want to bring that, and to have other artists or audience telling you, I felt it or I didn't feel it, because so I feel like it's a very a way to accelerate the way you work on that. And I didn't do music for a long time. Like you know me. I started quite late, but I always have in my head the fact that not I have to catch up, but I have a lot of things that I haven't done and that I want to do. So it helps me. I would say learning quicker, or being very focused on what I want to learn. And these places where you can sit with other artists and see what they do and understand what they do, masterclass, as I said, and also jams are a very good place where you can share this and accelerate what you want to build as an artist.
And observe, like,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. Yeah.
And I was talking before about because I'm starting a new creative process in terms of studio, etc. And the type of musics that I want to do now is the type of music I always wanted to do, but I didn't do before, because I felt like on stage I would not be able to give what I wanted to give with that type of music. That's why first I started with very, I would say, acoustic,
yeah.
because I knew that at my level of stage knowledge and my stage presence, um, I would be able to give an acoustic kind of vibe of storytelling. And now that I learned more with you, and I learned how to use my movement, use the stage, use the music, use a lot of tools that can help me um, build the storytelling with very dancey songs and very high energy songs. So this is
Now I'm strong enough.
yes. So this is why I feel like I can have the freedom to do the type of songs that I'm doing, and that you listen, and that are that in terms of stage energy is different. I'm not a dancer.
But no one can stop us from
No,
embarrassing
my
ourselves.
My knee hurts, but and my and my back sores, but
You know what?
I will do
Let's
it
dance
anyway.
through it.
I will do it anyway.
a
I don't know
man.
if you saw that Thai girls who was doing at the Thai Miss Thailand show last week, and all the girls were like like that, waving. It was like dancing like crazy.
I think I saw it. Yeah, there was camera moving like
Yes,
that.
yes. It was like embarrassing yourself. That would be me.
I catched it when I was, because I always watch all my shows and
Yeah.
I hate it, but I need that to learn. It's a thing, and I understood once. I catch that first time, and I was like, I think all my movements, because I quite move. I don't dance
Yeah.
really, but I move. And I understood that all my movement, it's like because when I was a kid, I did kickboxing a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay, kickboxing. Okay, interesting choice.
As a little angry woman.
Yeah, maybe anger. That's something to put out. Why not?
Society told me I cannot punch people. But there's place when they come together to punch each other. Consent. So it's important. And because of that, I know this expression of fight with the shadow. If I translate in English, it's probably not exactly this, but yeah. And I was like, am I just punching someone the whole show? Because if you will watch my
I see this moment you're doing.
Yeah, and if you will watch with this idea any of my live video, I'm like, pow, 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 and I'm like, I'm always just stuff like that. I'm a Jackie Chan baby, like I was growing up with like, what is his name?
Karate Kid or things?
Brussels dude from
Bruce
Belgium.
Willis.
No, he's American. The Belgium guy.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes, this one. He was a big thing. Jackie Chan. Like it's. I know he's problematic. Blah blah blah. I
don't know. It was problematic.
He. Only one I know is like he was quite misogynistic.
He
got rid of his daughter because she was gay. He made her homeless for that. Yeah.
Thank God he died.
I think he's politically a little bit. But it's I don't know. And something else. But yeah, he's quite like problematic. As a baby,
bye in hell.
Yeah, as a baby, I'm like he doing like that, and he's funny. I love you. Like and I really took I think a lot into my personality. On stage, I look like I'm fighting.
No, it's just that.
But I don't care. I like it.
The battery things that are so powerful. What you do, and it gives like that type of wave of energy.
Yeah,
it's
like
amazing.
I feel like like it's coming out of my chest, and I feel this kind of power in my shoulders, hands, and I feel like this, and that's why the outcome is kind of look like I'm fighting.
The first time I saw you on stage, like we met first on the jam. We met on the jam, and I did very bad. It was one of my first jams. I remember the guy was a dick to me. Like I was giving him my.
It's where you met me, but I met you one jam before that because I was quite shy and we didn't talk and everything. But first time I saw you was different jam, and you did amazing jam, and I fall in love in you. I remember you was my discovery of that evening. Because I remember this so vividly because I had such a big impression of you. Like for me, this place was a little bit not okay in terms of like I felt everyone try to sell themselves.
Indeed.
Everyone tried to be this kind of look at me, I'm so cool. And you were the only person that had I don't know it's weird to explain. I had a feeling of like if you're a human, like we see silhouette, like in my eyes, it's like everyone just like silhouettes and whatever, but you had a shyness around you. Like you were like, I don't know, like a glowing. I noticed you immediately because you had different energy. It's like aura around you. Like, I'm not into this stuff much, but like I felt it. I almost could see it visually. And you had this yellow kind of light around you.
Thank you so much. And
I'm going to cry right now.
No, don't do that.
Sorry.
First, thank you so much.
But really, like I felt that before you even went to sing. And because I saw that, I was like, oh, he's going to be amazing. He's going to be amazing because this human... he's I don't know, he's real, he's human, and you went to sing, and it's exactly what happened. Like when you start to sing, you did it from such a place that I was like, no one could ever be on the same like place. Like these people don't speak your language. Like this is different human. And I was like watching. I remember I found it was so fucking dark. I don't see where to sit on. And I found some small chair, and I sat quite far away, but it's not a big place. And you were singing, and I remember people were so into themselves that I felt no one really see what you're really doing. And I'm like, wow, I'm so lucky right now. And I was just watching you, and I'm like, this pure. You were so honest, and you didn't have this layer of like you were just you doing your stuff, and I'm like, wow. And I remembered you so hard from that evening. And then exactly that day, you remember it, Royalist at the bar. And I turned, I saw you, and I'm like, oh, it's this one. I was so happy to see you because I was like, I will experience this again. And you start to talk to me, and I was like, I'm the luckiest person right now.
No, come on.
And now you tell your
No.
Okay.
First, thank you so much. I didn't know you were there. I didn't know. I felt a bizarre place because this place, some other friends. I don't want to say friends, but people I
People
knew
you know. Yeah, yeah.
back then were like, okay, come on. And there were people from kind of the voice program kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
things.
yeah, it's this. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yes.
and oops, sorry. And they were like, come over. It's gonna be a nice place. So I was shy, and I went there, and he was there, and introduced me to his friends,
Okay.
and we talked for 5 minutes, and I was like, no. And not that they're not good person or they were
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
or
yes.
not interesting. It's just that we were not there for the same things.
It's a bit superficial.
Yes, we
Yeah.
were not there for the same things because I quit my job at that time,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
wanted to take time to learn experience on singings and going to places where you can go and sing, because this open mic starts at midnight until 4 a.m. on a Monday. What the fuck? And who has like a daily, like I
yeah.
would say,
We live like that.
yeah,
Like,
who can do that? Like what? And I went like I should take time and do that kind of experience. But then I went there, and people were not there for the same thing. They were not here for singing. They were here to promote themselves, as
yeah.
you said, because as I remember, like there was like some producers coming. I never saw any, and I'm not sure they saw
I
any.
think even to me, someone said that night, and I was like, "Are you crazy?" Like, okay, and yeah, when I went there, exactly was my thought. I looked at everyone as like, "You are not those people." Like, I like
No.
you. What is okay? But yeah,
So
sorry.
the vibe, and so I was like, I went there once, and that's it. So yeah, and Royalist, I what I really liked is that you performed. I performed, but the guy was a dick to me because I gave him my key, and then he changed it, and I looked at him like that, and was like,
In that,
and
and I remember it was also about the tempo. No,
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah, the
was
tempo,
faster, and you
yeah, yeah,
tried to show.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I remember who was on drums. I'm not gonna say the name, but okay.
Okay.
And I remember who was on drums, and the
Oh
fact that,
yes,
and I saw how he did it. I was like, "You piece of shit."
yes. Well, you know what? I should go back one day and redo something. We should go back and
By the way, there is another gym right now because the one we went, I don't think it's the same. It's not the same organizer. Maybe it's
okay.
not the same day because right
Oh,
now is there is Z Gym, and I
okay.
was very lucky to open once for them
Yes, yeah, I
in
remember.
January. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the guy Alex, he's so
Ah,
nice.
good.
He's such a fucking such a. I love his voice.
Mm,
We should go. We're really gonna enjoy
yeah,
the not only for jam but like come earlier and enjoy the performance because he's really amazing and it's
great.
very nice
Because
energy. So
and it's
it's in the
great.
same place but upstairs. Like,
Okay, and it's close to my work, so
yeah,
very
yeah.
nice.
Let's do that.
So yeah, let's do that. And I remember that you performed there, and it was already really good. Like already, like you were, but it was good. And you get off the stage, you were pissed.
Yeah.
and I, and I
Okay,
was
okay.
like,
You know what? I will not. I'll shut up as much as I can make myself, but because I want to hear what it was going.
and then you said to me, and I was like, I can send you the video. I was very happy because it was compared to the rest of the evening, especially compared to what I've done, like with that crazy guy I did, and you were and it was like, oh no, it's fine. And I was like, I was like, okay.
You're like, this one is crazy.
And, no, but it was a green flag for me because then you said, and I was like, but it was quite nice. And you answered to me, I remember this sentence, said, yeah, but I have my standards. And I remember that it was like, okay, it's because it's not easy in an everyday life, especially in music, to find people who are always in an evolving state of mind. And that's what I felt directly when you answered that to me. So I was like, okay, this bitch is not here only
So like,
to because most of the time, not to be rude, but sometimes I feel like sometimes people well, when I discovered this, I was not expecting to meet people who were just stand there and sing the same songs every week after week.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and
The disappointment you had.
and I was like, so people stay awake so late on a Monday night
Just
to
to-
listen and listen to the same every fucking song every Monday. What
Valerie,
the?
why don't you come?
Yeah, and I'm like, but you sang that last week. And anyway, but I was like, okay, and and I was like, okay, so you're right to keep to do that because there is not those ones because it was my first experience on a jam. But there is other people who takes.
That was your first jam you went?
Yes.
I met you literally in the first night.
Yeah. It was the first night.
Who is a lucky bitch?
No.
Come on.
It was the first night. It was the first jam I went, and I remember I quit my job 10 days before, and then I was like, okay, let's explore.
Wow.
And so yeah.
Life.
But
Life.
yes,
I'm
indeed.
just grateful. I don't
No,
know how
I'm
it works,
grateful
but I'm
too, and I
grateful.
feel like things happens not for reasons. And so I discovered that some other people were here not only for the marketing part, but for giving something, and that's
Someone here
what.
to learn. Yeah.
And I was like, I should follow this part of it to go see people and who tries to give and to make the stage a place in the world where you can give things and show things to the world. So that's where I met you. I met some other incredible people like Iman, like other people that you need to know something. When when I'm stressed about telling people's name, I get so stressed. So my mind forget
Shut down. Okay.
I forget other names. So my best friend for 20 years now. Sometimes I have to introduce him to some other people. I'm like, yeah, that's how
In the jacket.
and it always happens sometimes. Like, Mohamed, like you can't fuck it up this time. You need to remember this name. You need to remember the guy you're talking to every day for 20 years.
I always struggle with that part. So my trick, I'm sorry for everyone who will discover
What's
this
this
about me
name?
right
What do
now.
you do?
I do this thing when I'm because I hate it for some reason. Society did like if you're the one who saying you introduce like you know this person, you know this person. Who put responsibility on me? Like they adults, like fucking introduce yourself. Like, why am I the one who have to be like the host? Where is my payment for that? Who hired me? I don't remember that part. I don't remember giving my consent of being the host of the show tonight. Where is the camera? I was like, come on. And I don't like this. And because I have this problem with names, like I remember you and I were just like, I'm stressed. Like
I'm stressed and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like come on. And so what I started doing, I know people, I think people not dumb and they see what I'm doing, but I don't care. I'm going in denial. Like, try to bring this up. Try to bring this up right now. And what I do is there's these two people, and what I do, I'm like, oh, do you know each other, by the way? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, well. And I just go away. So now they stuck like an idea. Well, I'm the one who started like that. I acknowledge that you need to introduce, and then I just because I physically disappeared. Now the only thing they have to do like, oh, Ben, Alice or whatever.
Oh,
like, and I'm like, do that. You
do your thing, like
do the. I'm not your mama. What the fuck? Like, you know your name. What should I do? You need to know that. I have enough information to remember.
That's
anyway.
insane. But I know what you mean. And sometimes what I do is like, well, I go to toilets and check Instagrams. People are like, hey. So I remember because then I stress. So I go on a place and I'm like, calm down. Remember the name. You see his face for 20 years now. You know his name.
Oh
and then I'm like, oh, here is Thomas.
I think we just need to normalize of sometimes just to say I remember your name.
Yes, and sometimes
I receive that quite sometimes a lot, and I notice that I never get upset or mad on anyone, and why should anyone else be mad at me?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
And I usually go and introduce myself directly. I don't wait for people to introduce myself.
Right.
So let's do that or normalize this.
I don't expect you to remember, even if I think it's I don't know. Do you have the stuff when you like shake hands and you're like like I'm like Anita, and what I usually remember is Anita, but I don't remember what from that side. Like, the fuck? And because it was kind of, and now when I acknowledge that in my head, what I'm trying to do is like when they say I just one more, either I asked to repeat if I didn't genuinely heard it. Or when they say it, I repeat myself out loud, their name in their face, and then I try to connect this to anyone I know with that name, so it's stuck in my head. Now I remember.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're brave because what do you do when it happens on stage? You know when you're like and every time,
to your artist.
like introduce yourself. Like what do you do? How do you do?
Okay, I'm so awful and lazy because if it's a gem, because usually
Yeah.
because when it's on my
When
shows,
it's but of course
it's
yeah,
people I fucking
and
love and
you
you spend
yeah.
so much. Of course, it's normal. But when it's a gem, I never do that. I say thank you. I turn around, say thank you to band. I say thank you to audience, and I immediately give away
Oh
microphone. I
wow.
never introduce the band. It's the most like I can be. People think I'm the most like badass someone they saw. Like I'm the. But once the performance and it's I'm so yes I socially I'm super awkward. Like
Yeah.
I hate to be social. On stage it's my world. It's all my roles. But in there like with people I'm awkward as fuck. I don't remember all of your names. I'm gonna shake, sweat, and cry and poop myself if I will try to introduce you. No, I know my stuff. I just give you a microphone. Okay,
Yeah,
goodbye.
so like sometimes it's difficult because I know some of the names and some I forgot, and it's just that you're so into the things that you, and it's too much for my brain. Like I could do like
I saw some people. I respect that because that's for me. That's brave. What they do is like, indeed, they start to like from a circle. They if they know they say name. If they don't, they just do like
yeah,
that.
I
They're
saw
like,
that they
what
asked.
is it? Yeah, and they're like, oh, da, da, like. But for me, the problem is that I'm an idiot who. This person think we know each other very well,
Yes.
and I still don't remember your name, and I don't
Oh,
want them to know that.
but I always say to my friend like, show me his face. If you show me his face, I would know. But it's just that the name sometimes is difficult to connect it,
Yeah.
and I have a bizarre thing, and sometimes when people oh, you cut that, but when people give me their name, sometimes you should be named like that. Not what's your name. Like it's like a name, and it would be hi, I'm Clement. I was like, no, you should be Stefan or something like
And
that.
in your head, you remember
In my head, I'm like, I would have said just Stefan or
you
something.
renamed someone.
and so and so then and so
You know
then
what it's given? It's
it's
given like if you Devil Wears Prada person and you hire
oh
different assistants and they have all the same name.
no.
Not even because it's their name. You just like you don't want to remember new one.
No, this thing is just because I feel like you have an energy of a Nicholas, not an
Yeah,
energy
but I
of a
get it.
Quentin, you know?
I get it. I get it.
So,
I know better than your parents. Okay?
so sometimes then it mixed up, and then I have a bad memory anyway. So
No,
I'll do the things.
But can I say it's actually interesting place for here? I wanted to talk with you about this moment of like when we're on stage and right now you really I feel that as your friend, as your colleague, as person who like as your coach, like I don't
Yes,
like
yes,
word
yes, yes.
coach, but
But
as a teacher and stuff,
it is
we're learning together. I would
still a
say,
lot of things to learn.
and as all of those personalities around you and watching you like grow from like when we met and basically first time I saw was your first time going on jam. Now I know that. And
Yes.
so I know you till right now, which right now you growing is exactly as you said, like whatever it takes to either you feel like, oh, I started too late, or which is not a thing, but okay, and whatever you feel is really indeed you learning very fast, like you're progressing very fast. And even at my wedding when you performed
I will survive.
yes, and I remember Anna was there, and Anna saw you at you were opening for another my show in Ladan
Yes,
Canton
yes,
2
yes,
years
yes.
ago, and she was like, only because I explained to her that that's the same person, she was like, wait, oh, no, because at that time she didn't knew you like
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
she was like, oh, that was Mohammed. Oh, it was so different. Oh, and it really took her time to understand that it was the same person because it was acoustic. You had
Yeah.
different energy. You were more like pleasant and like
Because at that time
shy.
it was the thing I
Yeah.
think I was able to do, and I had the knowledge to do. Like
I would not put that. I would say what you allowed it yourself to, what
yes,
you explored,
yes,
because
yes, yes, yes.
you always had this more
Yes,
more thing.
but even if you have this even things in your head crazy, you could look crazy creepy. Like if you if you
You
don't
mean how to put that energy
yes,
together?
like
Yeah, I
how
agree.
to
I
put that
agree.
energy together.
I was very messy before.
You know, but
Yeah,
yeah, but how to put that energy together and how to sell it in a way that looks like an artistic vision and not just you messing around like
yeah.
when you
All
were
over the place. Yeah.
yes, an adolescent doing this in your room, and like mm, well and like to have to do it in a sometimes messy, but messy if you want it to be messy, like to and not messy because you
Still
don't know how to do it.
artistic
Yes,
messy. Like it's
yes,
still put together
yes,
messy. Yeah,
yes,
purpose
yes,
messy.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So it was the things that I knew that I had the tools to do at that time, and I was able to do it by myself. and then I learned another other tools, other tricks, other way to focus on different things, and being doing that allows me to explore more and on a larger scale. So
Yeah.
it's even more interesting to do. But yes, indeed, it was fun
Yeah,
for your wedding.
it's incredible, like to see this journey, to be there. It's absolute honor to watch you,
Well, thank
and you
you.
do incredible work. And like right now, you're indeed in a place where I feel like when you go on stage, you almost effortlessly now having fun, like you really like you go there and you have this core like knowledge in you that
Yeah.
it's supposed to be fun. It's here to I came to share, I came to feel, I came to
Mm.
share this feeling all together. Like it's I have to have joy inside of me, and you
Yes.
have this joy. And my question, yeah,
No, no,
please
go, go, go.
my question here is that uh, but like it's during the song, and there is like it's interesting for me because I found this kind of layer and I want to discuss with you. Like when we on stage and we spending our time to practice, like we
Mm-hmm,
practiced a lot for this
mm-hmm.
performance Emotions by Mariah, like you did very recently. and so we rehearse on what it's going to be the moment of singing, like the moment of the music,
Yeah.
when music starts and when it's finished, like inside
Mm.
of that concept. But then there is also a moment before, like how appear on stage, or right
Yeah.
before, or like how you're gonna come
Yeah,
even
yeah,
on
yeah.
stage with what kind of feeling, and
Mm.
right after the last note will be played, and now it's silence, like this part. How you feel in you? What was your experience? If we zone out and we speak only about like La Belle was
Mm.
moment,
Yeah.
did you feel like what was your journey on this topic? Like
Okay. Before the entrance, before getting to the song, the show, to sing, I was like a robot. I didn't think. I was like, okay, let's go.
okay,
You go on this. It's where you stand. Is where's your microphone? Is where it's where it starts. So I was not really thinking I
mm-hmm.
should conscientialize. I don't know if that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense in
Yeah,
English.
yeah, yeah.
What I how I do that, and I noticed that when I finish the song, I feel so shy, and I'm like, oh, thank you, and I it puts me out of character and
Mm-hmm.
gives another energy, but it's still a part of me,
Yeah,
but
yeah, of course.
is not this is not maybe probably not the energy I would
Not
like
the
to.
one who can handle the being
Yes.
there. Uh-huh.
So I would like to work on this, and it's funny because I was thinking of challenging myself. We were talking of some jams or some open mics
Mm-hmm.
that are more about marketing
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
and I wanted to and in my head alone, and I was thinking, it's like it could be interesting if you go there just to do the marketing you, to know who is what is your marketing you.
Okay. Can you a little bit give example
Not
or like?
I produce myself. I do my own.
Yeah.
I do my music by myself, and I like I'm not looking for a label, or I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking
Mm-hmm.
for anyone, because I don't know. I write. I try to
Mm-hmm.
build connections and know people that I connect with artistically to work with, but I'd like not to be superficial. Is not the thing, because we are all in some ways superficial, but I want to learn if I'm in that kind of environment, what would still be me.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Like how I understood right now.
Yeah.
Correct me if that was not your point.
Yes.
How would you still exist in this kind of environment? That's what.
Yes,
Okay.
and
Like
not
how to stay you, or what kind of you also exist.
both. It's
Okay.
like stays me,
Mhm.
but adapt
Mhm.
to the
Mhm.
people I have in
Okay.
front of me, because
Okay.
that I the and the stage, going on stage to this kind of, because the audience to this place is not audience, is other singers
Mhm.
who are uh how can I say, put it in a nice way,
Judging the shit out of each
judging,
other. Yeah.
yeah, judging the yes
I said it
judging,
nicely.
yes, judging, testing, comparing, doing those things, and that makes me very uncomfortable. but it is part also of it, and it is also part
Like
of
how
the
to deal with it.
yes,
Yeah, okay,
and to
okay.
stay in my own character from the very beginning to the end.
Like how to build what is the word in when we have
An armor, like a shield.
in a way, but in when we're sick and we have
When we say
something inside of us that protect, we have a good something that disease can.
humanize yourself. Yeah, immunity,
Yeah, but
immunity.
immunity, yes,
Yes.
immunity. Yeah, thank you. Immunity for this kind of
Yeah.
environment. How to build very good this kind of
Yes.
bubble for yourself that no one can really bother
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting exercise.
Yes. And
Okay.
to not be bothered and to not be bothered while I sing. Because when you sing to an audience, you're giving your energy, and
Yeah,
as you said,
it's
there is
different.
like some
It's
people who
different.
will not give a shit. Some
Yeah,
people will like it. Some
yeah,
people will not like it. But
yeah. Three
but
of them.
here,
Yeah, right
it's
here.
not the thing. They're not here to like. They're not here to not like. They're just here to compare or to judge. And this is another type of vibe.
Yeah.
I just want to experience, just to make sure that I'm able to do my things, be me in these kind of things. I don't know if you think it's a interesting exercise in terms of stage presence or stage exercise.
I think nothing is everything is good to learn.
Yeah.
First of all, like absolutely, like there was never too much to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in that. But also, I think it's a specific thing. It's a very
Yes.
specific thing, and I think the fact that you want to do that, maybe part of you know that you're gonna be in that environment again and again and again. I think it's you knowing that you need that. Maybe you. I don't think it's something I would really on purpose put in the main list of
Yes.
things we should do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's you inside somehow know that you're gonna be in this environment a lot, and you asking yourself to go and learn how to protect yourself and be comfortable in you and never be smashed by people like that, and be strong enough to go through that society. And maybe it's your personal kind of need you have, and it's important to listen into that, because I think again nothing is too much to learn. And I think it's quite great exercise because it's depends on the music type you're doing, depends on the what kind of audience you're gonna have. Maybe indeed, like if you're planning to do some competitions or some yeah, it's maybe a workshop, not workshop, what it showcases,
Showcases,
like
yeah.
festival stuff. It can be this kind of environment of people you go and they basically judging you to choose you to something, like even when you play into festivals, it's a thing you're gonna go to audition. There are several like
Okay.
it's a thing. It's
Okay,
can
I
be
didn't
it's
know, but okay,
yeah
maybe.
it's not always the crowd that gonna just come and be like happy you're there. It's indeed sometimes that it's part of the journey. It depends on the journey, and every journey is fucking unique. Really, there is no recipe how to become someone, like. But I think it's quite interesting muscle to have, and especially like I think even for internet, because it's a big thing. If you don't see these people, that they still, but the more you're famous, the more your world gonna expose to people not necessarily agreeing with you, and be okay with receiving some maybe awful comments and some I don't know, some people making
Okay.
fun of you or mean to you or whatever. It's all gonna happen. The more you're famous, the more you're gonna face that.
Okay.
And indeed, it's a great muscle to be okay with that. To be like, I like what I do. My approval is what important for me, and I don't care if you don't like it. I just enjoy my time, whatever. I see your eyes, I see what you're doing, but it's not bothering me. It's very beautiful, strong place to be. I think it's very good thing to learn. I hope I can learn that, and it's a good
I
thing to
saw you in
exercise.
some on environments that were not environments for or people who were here not only for music, and you turned it to something very
I think for now my trick is that I don't call myself that much secure person because I
okay.
have a lot of insecurities. But on stage, I'm channeling into a very interesting part of me that mix between how to describe this? I know there is a quite pure part of me that I'm not just. I will put in these words. I don't play that games. That's why I
Okay.
cannot lose or win, because if they doing that, I just don't go that direction. I'm
Yeah.
not talking the same language. I'm not trying to
Indeed.
enter the same
Indeed. Kind of
layer,
vibes. Yes,
yeah, the
yes, yes,
same
yes, yes.
universe. So I always stuck with core of my why am I here? And I'm here either, as you said, to learn, to practice some stuff. Because how I see jam sessions, it's I'm a big fan of stand-up comedy, and usually the way stand-up comedians use in open mics is to train jokes, check them, to just see what works, what not, to practice, just basically go in and practice them. Because in stand-up comedy, what is funny is that what interesting is that you don't know if joke works till you
Uh-huh.
hear if
Yeah.
people gonna laugh.
Yes.
So you have to have this courage to write that down, and then like, I don't know, let's go check, and you have to go and say that in public to see if they gonna if
Yes.
it works. And then you practice it. Like, open mics is just for them to practice, put the set together,
Yes.
gain audience, of course, but like, it's both of them. And I, because I'm a fan of stand-up comedy, it's how my brain also works, and I see open mics like that. I'm going there not to promote myself, just that, because especially some of them is stupid to promote yourself, because everyone in the audience is another singers.
Yeah.
You're not gonna pay my bills.
Indeed.
Come on, it's not the audience to promote, but I go there to check even with me. It's for me, it's not something they're gonna laugh, but it's something that to see what kind of moves or vocal thing, or maybe some part of the story, to how I work with a band, how I work with audience. I'm just training me, I'm just like learning things. So it's that, and that's why I know why I came here, not for you to like me.
Yes.
I don't care if you like me. It's normal if you don't. But it's also part for you to come there, of course. But like, I think the biggest part why you saw me being okay, it's because I just like, not the reason why I came there. I came there to do my work, to practice, to have fun, to meet some nice people if I can. If they there, I'll try to bond with you. I'm happy to meet people. That's why I also come somewhere. And if that happened, I'm happy. If no, I don't care. Like, I had situations when one of the jams I went, the full band was angry at me. It's funny because they didn't manage to play one song correctly that they chose, and they were angry at me because I didn't give a shit about what they were doing. I was working on the audience, because in my head, I care about you. I cannot help these old people to try to play
Yes.
four chords that they cannot. And I'm like, come on, you either do your job or you're not. And the fact that they probably get used to the fact that if something goes wrong, maybe the singer trying to like either help. I don't know what they expect
Yeah.
me to do. I'll be honest. But what I've done is like, I just took care of the audience and made sure entertainment will work. And in the end, one of the musicians even told me something like, like, and I remember an amazing feeling inside of me. I was like, I don't care if you like me. I don't care, because you, maybe I will sound super judgmental, which
Yeah.
I am, but like, I was like, who is talking to me? Dude, you quite older, very older man playing awful kind of blues with no music knowledge in the old pub in Paris, and you probably doing that your whole life, and this is where you're gonna die. Is this where I wanna be in your age? No. Should I listen to you? No.
I understand.
So you see,
Yeah.
I like, I'm like, who are you? And
Yes.
do I care about, do I need your approval? Have I anything to learn from you? I don't think so. And in the long run, you're not gonna build anything from me. You're not gonna teach me anything. You're not gonna pay my bills, because audience they're gonna listen to my music, streams, gonna come to my concert, buy
Yeah.
some T-shirt with my
Yeah.
name, whatever. Like, but you're not gonna. You think just because you look older and you're on stage and stuff that I should appreciate your opinion. You have nothing to teach me. And
That's really amazing, and that's really important. Like to pick up what should you consider as a comment from someone or not. I do that in an everyday life. That's something I built, and like if someone I care for is giving me an advice, or someone I look up for is giving me an advice, or commenting on what I'm doing, so I will consider it. If it's not, this person is not someone that I consider, as is not someone I was like, okay, thank you, but no, thank you. I never asked for your opinion.
I'm just nodding and I'm like,
Yeah,
just go away.
yeah. And sometimes it's helping building your world on stage, because while you focus on when you're not too focused on what people would say, what people would do, what people will react. You at least build something sincere and true, and you focus on trying to build something, and not trying to run after someone's attention, but rather just be here and honestly trying to build something. And as it is in life, you will build things with people, and you will not build with others, but you will build with people that would connect.
Yeah. It's
And
your people.
yeah,
Meet your people.
yeah, and that will make the stage and this moment of music a specific moment that will count for them and for you. So I completely, I see it clear when you say that people, that not giving too much importance to what people think, and focus on some comments and feedbacks from some people.
Constructive stuff that
Yeah,
you
first.
and who is saying that,
Yes.
if they
And in
eligible
which,
to.
in what place are they in their head when they're saying that? Is that,
Oh, this is a very good one.
yeah,
Yes. Why they telling you that?
yes. Is it something that you feel like that it's sincere for you, or is it a place of frustration, or sometimes
They just want to appear as a,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I look at you from upstairs,
No,
and I'm
please,
like, no,
no.
you know.
No, we're
No,
all
you know.
human, and we all want to do things, and as long as we're all growing together in the same journey, or are not, like, this this is something that is important to me. If we all feel like we're sharing something together, and we're taking the path together in some ways, everyone at his as is with his own challenges, but it has to be something coming from a place where you feel like you're growing with someone and helping someone, pushing him up more than throwing back.
Yeah, absolutely. Just for the end, because it really was interesting place. Exactly, like how we go out. You said, like, after, like, in the beginning you were more robotic, kind of like, okay, we do that, so I'm not rationalize what is happening and everything. But, like, right after, you dropped into your shy place. And can I ask what you think about this? Like, what is your, would you love to find where, what is the different kind of layer you would love to come after song stop? Do you feel it's something that have to be rehearsed? Do you feel like, what is your experience of that?
Um, I think something that's what is behind that is that the fact that at that moment I dropped it, feeling like I made it, like it's quite. I didn't fail. I think, when you're stressed about performing, etc. I was too focused on the fact. Well, I was at that moment very focused on the fact that I was dropping in my head the fact that I made it in some ways, so I dropped it. But afterward, when I was thinking about it, I was like, maybe it's not what an audience should receive as an ending moment for a show, and maybe you should work on the way you acknowledge the fact that you made it on the stage, and you made a good performance, and you should, and keep with that. You know what I mean? And so is not to brag or to do something. It's just about being able to be on stage and say, "Okay, I hope you liked what you saw. So let's meet soon, or let's see each other, or let's follow each other on Instagram, or do things, and catch me on here, or whatever." And so this is something that comes with maybe practice more,
Yeah.
and with also acknowledging that you are able to do it, and you shouldn't I should not focus too much on being on the, like, jumping, like it was the little baby me who was jumping at the end. I was like, you made it, you made it, you made it. Yeah. And so he was happy, and he deserved to be happy. You go, and but next time it will be maybe the adult me who will go, okay, let's guy, I hope you like it, and if you like it, let's follow each other on Instagram, or let's meet me in another show, maybe, or buy me drinks because I'm an alcoholic, and do like that.
You think that's a water?
Yeah. and do something like that. I think that, yes, it's something that has to be may, I don't think if it should be rehearsed. I don't know, and you can tell me
Yeah,
because
not in literal way, but
yes,
yeah, still like the fact that you like I'll practice, see who meets me in the other end. It's
yeah,
self practice, it's self rehearsing. I would say.
yes, and it's maybe conscientize of what would you do, and when it's done, like being able to be at ease with the fact that that's it, and you giving the character you yeah. No, tell me.
I just thought of idea that also idea of when you decide actually when performance stop,
Yeah.
because I think because right now my brain was like because while I'm listening to it also my brain was like how I do it because I know that when songs stop I'm still in this place like you saw my shows I'm
Mm-mm-mm.
still like quite like into this diva kind of vibe and I'm the way I talk to people it
Yeah.
still feels confident and everything but at the same time it's me and I'm
Yeah.
childish sometimes on stage I'm fucking around and I'm having fun genuinely and everything but I do have this shy
Mm-hmm.
that exactly shy spot when I almost don't want to be on stage like it's awkward and look at me what is happening and but I let this one out on backstage
Yeah.
so I think the thing for me is that I consider the whole moment till I
Mm.
physically on stage. It's all performance. It's not about when music stops and ends. It's when I'm being seen
Yeah.
by people. Only even when I just out of the stage, it's still this moment. Even when I
Mm.
step out of it, it's still the moment a little bit for people to come to me and acknowledge and be like, "Oh, it was so amazing," whatever. So I still in this performer mode. I cannot drop into shy because for me to receive compliments is quite difficult. So I need to keep
Yeah.
this like thank you this kind of like know
Mm.
how to receive it for that I need to be a little bit more bold and
Yeah.
stuff and only when no one can see me and I'm taking off my shoes and stuff I'm like okay and here it's my shy mode when I'm just like I like to be alone and I'm just like oh, what the fuck I hope it was okay I hope it was fun for people and I'm like going into this place so I think it's also on to moment on up to us to choose when we decide that the
Yeah.
performance stop
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's also that
Yeah. Also, and yeah, I'd never thought of it like that, but it is indeed very interesting to try to see where ends the performance and what is the type of energy you want to give until the end.
yeah
And so I will think more about that and maybe not rehearse in a rehearse way of doing a preparing for a show, but mainly of when I'm there, try
be
to
conscious on this
yeah be
yeah
conscious on this and being able to do to bring another thing to the table.
yeah
Yeah.
okay and for finale I prepared few quick like like a quiz
Okay.
thing just for don't
Okay.
think fast kind of answers
Okay.
it's okay for you it's gonna be
Okay.
fun
Mariah Carey.
if
Oh, sorry. That would be my that would be
actually
my answer every time.
actually let's do that I'm just asking you like Mariah Carey no Mariah Carey Mariah Carey Mariah
Mariah.
Carey
Mariah.
okay your dream trick or something you want to do on stage that you have all the budget possible in the
Oh.
world like it's the moment like whatever trick or something physical or technical whatever like what it would be like you can do whatever what it would be
Um, if I had to do something like crazy in terms of stage things, um, I would be able to not fly, but kind of being lifted on something.
mm-hmm.
That would be something crazy. And what if I had the full budget? It would be something like those places. There is a place in Paris. It's a museum. It's called I forgot the name, but actually it's like a place where it's all a big black box, and you could put videos everywhere from the top to the side to the floor,
okay
and people are staying in the middle, and you
it's
have all
like
these
visuals
things.
all over you like
Yes,
you
all
inside
over
of it
you.
wow
And I would be really, really, if I had the full things, I would really love to have like a show where people would be completely in an immersive
inside of the
inside environment where you can have whether a lot of videos with the performance of the band. I would love that if
We
I
need
were
to
rich
find
one.
money for you because this
Yes,
is
I'm playing Eurovision, Euromillion every time. I
wow.
would love it. Mm.
Oh my god, I have to be there. I have to be there.
Yes. Oh well,
We're
one
gonna
day.
do that. Yes, we're gonna do that. I give you 5 years. Okay, the scariest thing can happen on stage for you.
The what?
The scariest thing can happen on
Scariest
stage
thing that can
for you.
happen on stage for me, that when I stop hearing my voice. It's very a topic for me because, as you know, I don't hear good from my ear, right ear, and it's can put me out of everything when I feel like I don't hear, because then I can try and find places how to catch those things, but it's really scary because also it's really difficult to explain to people from the outside, because when you're not on stage you don't understand that people are like, why you don't hear yourself? Of course you hear yourself, you're singing, and you're like, no, it does not work like that. And so this is the scariest thing to me,
Okay, okay, okay.
always somehow in my head.
It's a big issue, and indeed, like I'm happy in practice you're learning to communicate that and be very
Yes,
specific. Like I need to
yes.
hear myself. It's your needs, and needs have to be provided. Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. But I think it's a big thing. My last show in Gala, it was the
yeah,
story. Yeah, it was very difficult to hear yourself. And actually, on some video, I started to see some videos, and I was like sometimes off key, and I'm like, oh no, because you basically cannot hear shit. It's reflecting several times,
yeah.
so you're still
don't
singing
don't
that
don't
phrase,
blame
and you're like,
yourself, don't blame yourself, they should blame
if I'll be
themselves.
honest, I'm not
Oh,
because
good.
because I know I sing in key when I can
Yeah,
hear things. So that's why I was like, oh yeah,
yeah,
you
good.
survived, girl. Like
No,
you did your
this.
best. But yeah, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. People really underestimate the importance of it. Um, da-da-da-da-da. Who, if you are a baby of two legends of performance,
Ah,
who that like you in terms of like you took that from this two like two people who could create you as your performer,
ah.
who would be your parents of performance? Like who made you?
Oh wow. I loved how Damiano from Mannequin
Mm-hmm.
Maneskin
Mm-hmm.
kind of vibe. I like this kind of
Mm-hmm.
vibe because there is that kind of femininity
Mm-hmm.
in the way he's doing, and assumed femininity,
Mm-hmm.
and also very free in terms
Mm-hmm.
of this. And on the complete opposite, it would have been something very diva-ish like Mariah.
Okay, so Domingo and Mariah.
Yeah, and because I like the fact that Mariah is focusing on things that people are like, "What the fuck is she doing?" Because like
Yeah, that was in
she's
the
telling,
detail. Yeah.
but they don't understand how uh, it's her world. Like all these things, all these hands, is just her thing, and it's how she performs.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. So you baby of this too. Okay.
Yes.
That's amazing. Da-da-da-da. Okay, what is the next? Like you, for example, you have next show.
Uh huh.
What is the new thing you would love to unlock in you? Like something that you bit scared of in a good way. Like
Mm-hmm.
you want to do that, you bit scared, and you like next time I have opportunity to be on stage, I have to try to release that. Is
Yes.
there anything?
Next show would be something more acoustic, because it's things I had in head for a while, and I wanted to do with someone, and it's not necessarily what I want to do in full things, but I want for summer to have one or two acoustic kind of vibe shows, and I would like to unlock a way to do acoustic that is not just sitting on a
Mm-hmm.
chair
But
and
more of
singing,
that, yeah.
but giving more
Mm-hmm.
of thing, being more expensive while being more open
Mm-hmm.
while doing it. And
Still, it's very expensive. So.
no, no, no. And the other thing would be to be able to make people sing with me, and because always awkward because I'm always like sing with me, and was like sing.
I told you so. Right, yeah, okay.
So I'd
You want to
love to.
practice how to communicate to
Yes,
people.
yes, and it's sometimes I want to do it, and I'm scared because I'm like, what if they don't sing? I will look just stupid, but it's okay. I need to do it, and and I'll do that, or at least I'll pay people in the audience to sing. And so I know that at least 3 or 4 people would sing.
First of all, I think it's quite a trick people do, and sometimes even when I know that. Maybe you remember when we had a show in Son la Terre, something like that, yeah, in Paris, and I knew that at least 4 people, my friends, you included, you're gonna come to the show, and I don't know if you were in the room when I did that, but I came to a few of you guys, and I was like, in the beginning I will do who cares about how you, it just come live it for yourself, and like
I know I was not there.
Yeah, okay, because I really remember I in my brain I'm like, I'm not sure you were in the moment when I came to ask that. It's okay, like you still were loud as everybody, and I love you so much. It's the best thing you can do, so thank you. So I remember I used that. I was like, my friends in that, and my song, this, no one knows this song. Celebrate became a thing, of course, but this song, no one knows it. Also because I don't perform it much and stuff. And so I was like, I'm so scared that people will not really, because it's stupid, because I have the speaker, and I'm like, who cares about how you live? And like, live it for yourself. And I'm like, it's gonna take time. It's such a big phrase and stuff, so it's can be confusing to teach people.
Yeah, and French people are not really good with English, etc., and not expensive in shows, so expressive. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking about money like that.
It's okay. Money is good for a lot of things. But anyway, and so it's a thing. So I use that. I really use that. I was like, there's 3-4 people I know. If just these 3-4 people can start, just sing, everyone will join them, because it's look like a vibe. So it's what we do. We social humans, we're social beings, and we when even one person screaming at jams or whatever, you notice if one person start to clap, everyone join them. It's what we do.
Yes, okay.
It takes one. So
it's just that if I do that, I have to make sure that I don't look at them like very forcing, like
as we rehearsed. As we rehearsed.
That's what I need to focus on that and keep that smile on us, maybe. We're doing it. That's the only thing I have to do. But okay, good idea. So I would say being able to make people sing with me and not feel awkward when there's a lot of few people.
It's normal. It's normal. If you know there is someone came to support. I'm this crazy. I would even do that online. If I know that people in my Instagram is someone coming for performance, I would even post it, guys. On the beginning, help me. Remember the last show in Vanderdix, La Belle Bloise, I needed help with the dress. I literally post Instagram story. Someone can help me? And people came and helped me with assisting me, and I'm so grateful, because all of that could happen thanks to all of you guys. And so even this, like, it's always it's okay, like, it's part of it, like, it's even, and it's the opposite. It's like, we're lucky to have even 1 to 3 people care and know those lyrics, and that we feel comfortable to ask to sing with us. We should be proud of that. We have this. It's not something to hide and do a trick. It's the opposite. It's like to be proud. Like, I have these people. They care. It's the biggest fucking thing to. I'm grateful for that. I have these 4 people in the audience care and being so happy for me. Like, you, Anna, and Alfal. I remember Agat was there, and you guys were like, celebrate. Like, and I'm like, I'm fucking lucky, motherfucker. Like,
no, I was happy.
4 people I'm living for. Like, really.
I was really happy to be there, and the energy was very nice. And when I was walking around, like, in the different people in the audience, and so, like, you like the music? Is like, yes. So why are you not moving? And
you were micromanaging people in my audience for them to dance.
And I was half drunk, and
I did my job good, but it's you did your job.
And I was looking at them, so what are you waiting for?
Why not moving, bitch? I love you so much. You proving my point. You see, the fact that I can have at least one person. Remember how you fight back my floor fan at the FGO show?
Oh, yeah.
You saw some girl.
She turned it, that bitch. That old bitch. And you remember when she saw her, like, leave that fan alone. Like, leave the fan alone. Go to the backstage, do your things, and leave that fan. But maybe she was so feeling so hot and overwhelmed that she was using the fan. Was like, bitch, no. But
Yeah,
yeah. I know what you mean. I get it.
you're incredible. Like, and thank you so much. Thank you for this
No,
podcast.
thank
Thank you
you.
for your time. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
so
Thank
honest
you.
and expressive and sharing all of that, because it's the greatest thing we can do is to share our knowledge
Yes.
and experience with everyone. And the last thing to finish everything, I believe in the, even if all of us and my audience is other
Mm-hmm.
singers, and we're all singers and we're all doing our job and writing,
Mm-hmm.
and I think exactly as we just touched this topic, it's your friends and it's your colleagues first ones who can be in that
Yeah.
audience screaming those lyrics for you. I believe it's the same we can do for each other, is listen our
Mm-hmm.
songs, support each other
Mm.
and stuff. So for people there and for me, can you tell us what right now we can support you with? Do you have new songs coming or some shows or anything
Oh.
we can support you with?
Oh, first, thank you. There's like for the moment we are working on an acoustic show, as I said, but there is no specific dates. But we were planning something like in July, in June or July, something like very sunny kind of summer kind of vibe of chill kind of
Something
vibes.
in Paris, it's gonna
Yes,
be a
we'll
gig.
be in Paris. And for the music, we are working. I'm working on an EP. Is that how we say?
Yeah.
And so we have 3 songs almost done and 2 songs on the go to have like that 5 songs wrapped up all together, telling a story. It was very important for me to build something that was telling a story from the beginning to the end. And most of it, this music was built for the stage, and this
Dance kind of 80s.
80s new
Yeah.
wave, cold wave, kind of dancey music, and it was built for the stage and for the audience to dance and to share. So I will be happy to work on how to put that music on a stage and having people coming and dance and share with me.
And do you know precisely maybe when you're gonna release this EP?
I don't know. It
Not yet.
depends on
Okay,
how
okay.
it works
Yeah,
and how we finish the process. The creative process is always sometimes something tricky. You're like, oh, this thing will be done in 2 hours, and then like 3 weeks after, I was like, we're still on it. So it depends on this, but I try to do things on the studio quite. I would say quite methodically. So and try to make it something creative, but not to ask too much question myself about how it works. So at least even if it's not perfect in the studio version, you can still correct it on the live
of course,
version and
of
say,
course. That's the
let's
point.
change
Yeah.
this and for whatever.
Yeah, it's always will evolve in years. You will always rediscover your music, and yeah. But amazing.
Yes. Thank you again for this podcast. It's
Oh,
really interesting to share
thank
about
you.
things like that. And thank you again for being that amazing performer that
Oh,
you
you're
are.
welcome.
And that inspires me and inspired me when the first time I saw you and still inspires me today.
Same. Thank you. And so for now, we can follow you on Instagram to
Yeah.
catch any update on your
Yeah.
acoustic concert in
Yeah.
Paris, on your release of EP, and then shows in Paris and anywhere else you
Yeah.
would love to do with this new music. So
Yes.
thank you so much. And I love
Thank
you
you,
so much.
madame.
You're incredible. Thank you.
Thank
Aw.
you. It was a great moment to share with you.
Same. Now I will go home. Goodbye.
I'm going to get drunk.
Up and